Sophia and welcome to Kitchen Caravan. Today we are making a dish from Ernest Hemingway's book, The Sun Also Rises. The book takes place in the Basque region of Spain, so we're going to make a very simple trout that is stuffed with jamón serrano, and it's cooked in a nice infused olive oil. Now we're infusing the olive oil with garlic, fresh rosemary and oregano, and chopped up jamón serrano, which is a Spanish type of ham. And if you can't find jamón serrano, you can use prosciutto. It's not going to be the end of the world. I'm using olive oil and a little bit of sunflower seed oil. And sunflower seed oil has a very high smoke point, so it's helpful when you're frying things. And I'm just going to get it on like a medium, low flame because I don't want to cook the garlic or anything. I just want to render its flavor. Let the oil heat up with the herbs and get its flavor out. I'm going to add the little pieces of chopped up serrano ham, and I'm going to render some of its fat. This is a great dinner for one because you can just buy one trout and pretend you fished it in the Urati River like Hemingway did. And it's just nice to cook yourself something so simple and delicious. Oftentimes when we're alone, we don't want to cook for ourselves, we just order in. But why not, get a nice bottle of Rioja wine, a nice trout fillet, and make yourself a Hemingway-esque dish. Now what you do is you take 2 slices of jamón serrano and you put them inside. You can use one if you want, but my dad likes it when he opens the fish and there are 2 pieces, one on each side. Lightly flour the skin of the trout, and this is gonna give it a nice coating and let it crisp up a bit when it hits the oil. So I just manually just do it like this a little bit, just to make sure it's fully covered. I'm gonna flip it over. And you just wanna dust off the excess because you don't want clumps of flour in your oil. You want to just put this in the oil. When your oil is hot, your fish should not stick to the pan. It's not necessarily good to use non-stick pans all the time because the Teflon isn't healthy. But if you get your oil really hot, which is why I'm using sunflower oil, if you get your oil really hot, the fish will not stick to the bottom of the pan. So the town where this dish is from is very near Pamplona, which is why we're cooking this dish now, because it's the time of the San Fermin festival, which is the running of the bulls, that famous celebration in Spain. And Hemingway loved that, and he really felt like matadors were the only people in the world that lived life to their fullest. And you just want to get all the way under, and then do that. Now a nice garnish for this dish is fresh chopped up parsley. You always want to add something green or something bright to a dish, especially if it's fried, it needs something refreshing. If you don't like fish heads, you can cut them off. What I do now is I pour out the oil, and I'm going to put some sherry vinegar, which is not from the Basque region, it's from southern Spain, but still. I'm going to pour it into the oil and get a nice sauce to pour over the trout. So you take your pan off the heat, and then you're just going to pour in the vinegar. And you just want to make sure you get up any little bits of fish or any sort of proteins that have gotten onto the pan. You want to pick those up with the vinegar. So you see it just adds a nice bit of acidity to the fish. And we serve it with lemon and our chopped up parsley. So here we have our Hemingway trout. Now it's your turn to try this at home and keep on cooking with Kitchen Caravan.